Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be exposing a popular YouTuber that has been spreading malware. So as you guys can see, if you search for Minecraft dupe, one of the first results you get is this video made by Geekbone. Um, and if we look in the description, as you can see, he promotes this like mod pack over on this website. So we're gonna go to this website. Alright, here. And if we download this, and now let's open this in recap. So duplicate 1, okay, now we've got it open. Let's take a look at the file. So first of all, the first thing that you will notice is that this is obfuscated with GNIC. Now essentially what GNIC does is that it hides like this code of different functions by essentially making it so that the body of those functions are written in GNIC instead. So if you take a look at it, it essentially hides the code inside the functions by just putting them in files. So it's harder, so you can't open it in recap and directly see like the function body. So if we take a look here, and if we, the first thing that you will see in example mod under jars and fabric mixins is this really suspicious file. Now obviously the function body of these functions is hidden, but just the name of these files is slightly concerning. And also if you take a look right here, you have 3 different strings, and now usually malware developers do this so that you don't have like a URL immediately in the source code. So what you would do is that you would take these 3 strings and you would have some sort of, you would decode them some way, and then you would make them into a URL that you would then download a file from. And this is also probably some form of encrypted file, because as you can see, we have encrypted file size. So this is all very, this is not something a mod would do. Obfuscation is fine, but this is just not normal. And this runs on initialize. It's a mod initializer, so this probably runs when you start up your game. And also another thing that caught me off guard was, let's see if I can find it. It's here somewhere. So here you can see this .data file. This is actually where it hides. The GNIC loader essentially just loads this file, and this is where all of the source code for what I would assume is these functions bodies is hidden. You can decode this, but I'm just not skilled enough to do that. Let's see if I can find the code that was especially concerning. I think it was here. Yeah. So as you can see, this the mod also checks if what version you're on, or sorry, what system you're on. So it gets the system name, and then it checks if you're on Windows and if you have and makes sure you're not on ARM. And then it tries to create some form of files. Now this is all very suspicious, because you wouldn't have any normal Minecraft mod doing this. So it's the reason why I think this probably is malware. And as you can see, this is where it tries to load that GNIC file. Well, honestly, this might just be GNIC code. I don't know why. I think GNIC should be multi-platform. We can try it just by, let's download this example and see if it runs. Alright, let's see if this runs. Yeah, so this is clearly not anything to do with GNIC, the fact that it's doing this checking, and my guess is that it's downloading some form of executable, in this case a bat file, and running it, which would be the next stage of the malware. So yeah, stay away from this. This is very clearly malware, and this guy is known for spreading malware. just don't download anything. Thanks. So I do want to say something that the actual the example file of GNIC does actually do platform checking, so that's not necessarily suspicious. That might have actually been legit. So the fact that it's checking platforms is probably fine. But what's slightly concerning is that even though it does do like the same actions, it's also doing this. So that's definitely, it's setting these two variables here on Windows 2, but it's only handling one specific case when you're both on Windows and on x86-64, whilst the normal GNAC file will handle all like the different cases, all of the different architectures. So that's still that's still suspicious, because that means that maybe if the malware is coded to be specifically run on Windows, then it just won't run on all of the other systems. And I know this because I tried to run this mod in a VM and it did crash on me because I was on Linux. So it's still suspicious that it's not checking and doing error handling for all of the different like the other systems do. And this, I have no idea what this is, but it's not doing that here. It's only setting these two variables. So there's definitely something else going on here. This is not normal. And I did check the Hello World C. I couldn't find anything with these. Yeah, this is not normal. This file is normal. This initializer is normal right here, because, and I know that because if you take a look at the main class here, it does the same thing, but it doesn't have all of these functions. So even though the architecture checking might be legit, this is definitely not legit, and especially not downloading any files.